All right, Chris, thanks very much. Well, we are always, one way or another, getting some great tips about staying organized as a household. But what about the organizational skills for kids, specifically students, that can make learning go much more smoothly? Here now to talk about some of those skills, Dana Bender from Chesapeake Bay Academy, the division director from the Academy's lower school. Dana, thanks for coming on to talk about this today. And people think organization and they think about maybe that messy space of their house and cute little containers and such. But you're talking about our minds today,
right,
and the young minds of students who could use a little help with the clutter too. So what can they do?
Right. Well, we have a lot of students worldwide, I can start with that, who definitely benefit from organizational skills. It's going to make them successful in all aspects of their life. It helps them to be responsible, accountable, and allows them to have problem-solving skills. So definitely helping them in any form or fashion is important.
And you make a good point too, that this is information that doesn't just benefit the students at CBA, but any student, any person can really take on some of these tips.
Right.
So if you have a child and you're getting feedback from the child's teacher that your child constantly saying, oh, I forgot my book, I don't have my pencil, I don't have the right thing for this lesson, what kind of steps can we put into practice for them?
Definitely you want to make sure, well, the parent needs to be the advocate for their own child. So they need to make sure that they are communicating on a daily basis and not weekly basis for their children, communicate with their teachers. Definitely kids who have difficulties, maybe learning disabilities or attention deficit, they are going to need all the assistance. They're going to need a structured approach to organization. So any way you can help them plan their assignment, make sure they've got their materials to take home with them, make sure they're not having all their pencils are all over the place, making sure they have this one unified place to have all of their supplies.
It sounds like you should have that at home too.
Yes.
If there's like a big basket or bin where it's like every day your backpack and things go here.
Right. Giving them a routine. They definitely need that direct, systematic approach. Students who have these learning disabilities or attention deficits, they may not be able to remember a lot of details and then implement those details in the future. So just giving them all the tools that they can is important.
Tell me about the difference this makes, because sometimes if folks do not have the proper awareness of some of the challenges that you're talking about, there could be a reflex to try and discipline this out of a child, or they think a child doesn't care.
Right.
Or just isn't trying hard enough, or just isn't doing their best.
Right.
And that's not true.
Right. They're doing as good as they can do. So they definitely, you need to give them a lot of praise for the little things that they are doing correctly, because they're going to be easily discouraged. So there are some strategies you can do, especially at school. Definitely communicate with the teacher and say, hey, can my child have one big binder with all of their subject areas in that binder? Give them a pocket divider for math, for spelling, for reading. So that there's one general, one location for their stuff. Also, a homework planner is really useful. I know some schools, they require it. Our school does for every child that comes to the school. So that allows them to, they bring it to school, they bring it home, it's got all their assignments written down in it. As the parent might kind of oversee the homework and say, hey, cool, you've done that assignment, let's cross it off. And that gives that child kind of like a sense of accomplishment.
And another visual reminder of what needs to still be done.
Right, right. So just, being part of your child's, homework, making sure that there's just that good communication.
All right, and especially with the teacher. If you want more information about organizational skills for children, you can always contact Chesapeake Bay Academy at 497-6200, or if you just have questions about the school, you can also visit online, cba-va.org. Thanks so much.
Great, thank you.